NEC Article 314.23 addresses the support of electrical boxes, stating that conductors must be securely fastened and not permitted to touch each other. The article also specifies that conductors shall be protected from physical damage by rigid or flexible conduit, electrical metallic tubing, metal raceways, or other suitable means where necessary. Regarding the use of Romex staples to support 4-inch round plastic boxes, the NEC does not list them as an approved method. While the mounting holes on some brackets might appear to accommodate staples, this does not automatically qualify them as an acceptable support method under the NEC. There are several reasons why using Romex staples for this purpose is not advisable. Firstly, the NEC prioritizes secure and reliable support methods to ensure the long-term safety and functionality of electrical installations. Romex staples, typically designed for securing non-metallic sheathed cable, may not provide the necessary structural integrity to support an electrical box, especially under various environmental conditions or if subjected to mechanical stress. Secondly, improper installation of staples can lead to safety hazards. If a staple is not driven in straight or if it is overdriven, it can damage the box or the wiring within. Puncturing the insulation of conductors with a staple can create a short circuit or a ground fault, posing a significant fire risk. Thirdly, the NEC emphasizes the protection of conductors from physical damage. While Romex staples are intended to secure cables, they are not designed to protect the electrical box or its contents from external forces. Approved support methods, such as those using screws or bolts, offer a more robust and reliable connection that minimizes the risk of damage. In addition to the potential safety hazards, using Romex staples to support electrical boxes can also lead to code violations. Electrical inspectors are responsible for ensuring that installations comply with the NEC and other applicable standards. If an inspector finds that staples are being used improperly, they may require the installation to be corrected, resulting in added expense and delays. It is important to adhere to approved methods for supporting electrical boxes to ensure electrical safety and code compliance. The NEC provides a range of acceptable options, including screws, nails, expansion anchors, toggle bolts, strap hangers, conduit or tubing, and surface raceways. These methods offer a secure and reliable means of supporting electrical boxes without compromising the safety or integrity of the electrical system. When selecting a support method, consider the weight and size of the electrical box, the type of wall or ceiling material to which it will be attached, and the environmental conditions to which it will be exposed. Choose a method that is appropriate for the specific application and that will provide adequate support over the long term. It is always best to consult with a qualified electrician or electrical inspector if you have any questions or concerns about the proper way to support electrical boxes. They can provide guidance on selecting the appropriate support method and ensuring that the installation complies with all applicable codes and standards. Remember that electrical work can be dangerous, and it is important to take all necessary precautions to protect yourself and others from electrical shock or fire. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it is best to hire a qualified electrician to perform the work. The NEC is a comprehensive set of standards that governs the safe installation of electrical systems. It is updated every 3 years to reflect the latest advances in technology and to address emerging safety concerns. It is essential for electricians, contractors, and homeowners to stay up to date on the latest NEC requirements to ensure that their electrical installations are safe and compliant. The NEC covers a wide range of topics, including wiring methods, overcurrent protection, grounding, and equipment installation. It also includes specific requirements for different types of occupancies, such as residential, commercial, and industrial buildings. The NEC is organized into chapters, articles, and sections, making it easy to find the information you need. It also includes numerous tables and diagrams that provide detailed guidance on specific installation requirements. When using the NEC, it is important to read the entire article or section carefully to ensure that you understand all of the requirements. Pay close attention to any notes or exceptions that may apply to your specific situation. It is also a good idea to consult with a qualified electrician or electrical inspector if you have any questions or concerns. The NEC is not intended to be a substitute for professional training or experience. It is a valuable tool for ensuring electrical safety, but it is important to use it in conjunction with other resources and to seek expert advice when needed. In addition to the NEC, there may be other applicable codes and standards that govern electrical installations in your area. These may include local building codes, fire codes, and energy codes. It is important to check with your local authorities to determine which codes and standards apply to your project. Complying with all applicable codes and standards is essential for ensuring electrical safety and for avoiding potential legal or financial penalties. Electrical work can be complex and challenging, and it is important to take the time to do it right. By following the NEC and other applicable codes and standards, you can help to ensure that your electrical installations are safe, reliable, and compliant. The information provided here is for general guidance only and should not be considered a substitute for professional advice. Always consult with a qualified electrician or electrical inspector before performing any electrical work. There are alternative methods for supporting electrical boxes. Firstly, screws are a common and reliable method for securing electrical boxes to wood framing members. When using screws, it is important to select the correct size and type of screw for the application. The screw should be long enough to penetrate the framing member deeply enough to provide adequate support, but not so long that they protrude through the back of the framing member. Secondly, nails can also be used to support electrical boxes, particularly when attaching them to wood framing members. When using nails, it is important to select the correct size and type of nail for the application. The nail should be long enough to penetrate the framing member deeply enough to provide adequate support, but not so long that they split the wood. Thirdly, expansion anchors are used to secure electrical boxes to concrete or masonry walls. These anchors work by expanding within a pre-drilled hole, creating a secure connection. When using expansion anchors, it is important to select the correct size and type of anchor for the application. The anchor should be sized appropriately for the weight of the electrical box and the thickness of the wall. Fourthly, toggle bolts are used to secure electrical boxes to hollow walls, such as drywall or plaster. These bolts work by using a toggle wing that folds out behind the wall, providing a secure anchor. When using toggle bolts, it is important to select the correct size and type of bolt for the application. The bolt should be long enough to accommodate the thickness of the wall and the electrical box. Fifthly, strap hangers are metal straps that are used to suspend electrical boxes from ceilings or other overhead structures. These hangers provide a secure and adjustable means of supporting electrical boxes. When using strap hangers, it is important to select the correct size and type of hanger for the application. The hanger should be rated for the weight of the electrical box and any attached equipment. Sixthly, conduit or tubing can be used to support electrical boxes, particularly when running wiring through walls or ceilings. The conduit or tubing provides a rigid and protective pathway for the wiring, and it can also be used to support the electrical box. When using conduit or tubing to support electrical boxes, it is important to select the correct size and type of conduit or tubing for the application. The conduit or tubing should be securely fastened to the wall or ceiling, and the electrical box should be properly attached to the conduit or tubing. Seventhly, surface raceways are used to run wiring along the surface of walls or ceilings. These raceways provide a protective and aesthetically pleasing way to conceal wiring, and they can also be used to support electrical boxes. When using surface raceways to support electrical boxes, it is important to select the correct size and type of raceway for the application. The raceway should be securely fastened to the wall or ceiling, and the electrical box should be properly attached to the raceway. When choosing a support method, consider the specific requirements of the application, including the weight of the electrical box, the type of wall or ceiling material, and the environmental conditions. It is always best to consult with a qualified electrician or electrical inspector if you have any questions or concerns about the proper way to support electrical boxes. By following the NEC and other applicable codes and standards, you can ensure that your electrical installations are safe, reliable, and compliant.